Self-care is defined as the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well-being and happiness, in particular during periods of stress. Now, I'm a huge activist for self-care, mental health, and bettering yourself. But I'm also the same person that knows that we need to push past those moments of weakness sometimes where all we want to do is lay in bed and mope when we know that there are things that we need to be doing.
Just for context, this is as big as my head, and this has been my favorite salad lately. The tartness from the pickled turnip, the sweetness of the cranberries, the neutralness of the rice and yellow pepper. Perfect.
I think over time we've become lazy with the word self-care. Self-care is not wallowing in eating pints of ice cream, because how often do you finish a pint of ice cream and think, wow, I feel great? Because I know when I do, it's more of a thought of, wow, did I even enjoy that? Because I didn't even realize I finished, and then I'm sad because I'm like, shit, did I even enjoy it?
Off to go do cardio.
Self-care goes hand in hand with mindfulness, I think. Now, I'm not like somebody who sits around and practices mindfulness and meditates. I actually get very frustrated with that, and when my psychologist tried to get me to practice a form of it, I got pretty pouty. And I know it works for a lot of people, but I'm such a doer that to sit and do nothing is very hard for me, which was exactly his point and why I should try it. But I found my best relaxing and reflection came from a different way of meditating, and that was taking care of my body in an active way, like stretching or walking or yoga or even like a good cardio session, because that gives me all the time in the world I need to think about my breathing and surroundings and internal thoughts. But by sitting and doing nothing just makes me anxious. So again, self-care looks different for everyone. Self-care to me is nourishment, which could be taking a long Epsom salt bath, or walking my dog, or cooking a nutritious meal, or having a badass workout. And I think society has started using the term self-care as an excuse to be lazy sometimes. Too much of something is not good for anybody. That could be too much exercise, or it could be too much laying around and doing nothing. It could be because you can't tell me that sitting on your couch for 5 hours watching Netflix is self-care. 4 hours, maybe, yeah, but 5 hours, like, come on, you gotta move. Even if it's just getting up to do a 5-minute chore. Like, Swiftering my floors takes me 2 minutes, and I honestly find that when I do that simple task, I'm motivated to go and do another one, like throwing in a load of laundry, which also takes 30 seconds, or giving my counters a good wipe down. Or here's your reminder that your microwave probably needs to be cleaned out, or your teeth need to be flossed. And these things might not seem like self-care actions to a lot of people, but go and do them and report back to me on how you feel after.
This is literally so ugly, but I don't care. There's bread under there with a whole bunch of avocado, and yeah.
Because I swear to something that is holy that after I clean my microwave, I feel like super mom, even though I'm a dog mom, but it makes me feel happy and it makes me feel good. So I leave you with that question. What makes you feel good? And maybe you're not someone with a million hobbies and talents, but think about the things that you do that make you happy. Maybe it's FaceTiming your friend, or going for groceries, or making your bed. But maybe you also do have a lot of hobbies that you haven't pulled out your paint since the start of quarantine or something. Maybe you haven't went and got a good sweat on in a while. Endorphins are such a crazy thing, and I hate running. But once I get past like that 8th minute, I actually kind of like running because I love feeling better. And I know I'll feel better after I do something. When I do have a day where I sit around and don't accomplish much, which is honestly pretty rare nowadays, I feel worse because I feel like I've wasted my time, my day, my opportunities. And I just constantly try to remind myself that it is such a blessing to be able to live and do things. We have so much around us, even in this pandemic, that we are able to do. And there's so many people out there that don't have those opportunities. So I start every day with a walk before I basically do anything else. As soon as I'm up, I go wash my face, brush my teeth, chug water, and I'm out the door for a walk with my dog. I look at my phone to check the weather, but other than that, I don't open any apps. And I think this is the best way for me to start my day, because even if I don't do much else, at least I got that 40 minutes of exercise in, I got some fresh air, and I feel like I've accomplished something. And I just believe that it sets you up for success.
It's like spicy from the sriracha, but creamy from the powdered peanut butter, and a little bit of salt from like the miso paste, rice vinegar, soy sauce. Make it.
Maybe that's not a walk for you. Maybe it's yoga or your actual workout, or maybe it's reading or just getting up and going into the shower to wake yourself up. But I firmly believe the very first thing you do in the morning sets up your day. So that should not be reaching for your phone to lay in bed for another hour, because you've not even allowed yourself the possibility of being productive. So how is that fair to your mind and body then, if you take that away? We owe everything to our mind and body for what it's allowed us to do and become, or even what potential it holds for us as we think about making our life changes. Now, I'm not saying your life needs to do a complete 360 and that you need to cut out ice cream and Netflix, but I do think that you need to think about those things and ask yourself, is that really what makes you happy? And is that really helping you get to be the person that you want to be? Because self-care ultimately are the actions that are going to develop us into the person that we want to be.
So the school said that they would provide supper for parent-teacher interviews, and this is what you get. Deep fried french fries and a plain ass burger that couldn't be bothered to put a single piece of lettuce on. I semi-prepared for this and brought my own pickle, because you cannot have a burger without a pickle, and I was scared that they wouldn't. Comment down below if pickles belong on burgers, because they 1000% do, and I'm this certain that they do, that I brought my own.
I just finished parent-teacher interviews, and I really don't want to go to the gym. I just want to stay here and hang out with my puppy. But I know I'll feel better if I go to the gym. Cause watch, I bet I'll pick up the camera right after and I'll be in good spirits. But sometimes the thought of getting there is just so much harder than the actual workout. And I feel a million times better. Well, what'd I tell you?
Difference is the same. The colors always change, but the song is the same now. Lifting us higher, ooh, we can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
Self-care is something I had a very difficult time understanding a couple years ago, because I didn't really know how to properly take care of myself. And I know that sounds a little crazy, but I was so focused all the time on making other people happy. I wanted my parents to be proud of me. I wanted everyone I met to think I was the most fun person around. I wanted good grades in university so that my professors would actually notice me in class. I said and did certain things in relationships just to make my significant other happy. And I thought that making all of these other people happy was going to be my life. I thought that is what you just did. I thought that making others happy would in turn make me a better person. And after lots and lots of counseling sessions and reflections of past relationships and events, I realized I wasn't doing a whole lot of living for myself. I was aiming to please all the time, and taking care of myself was always kind of last on the list. And when I began to shift my mindset, I began to realize what things were important to me. And that was, taking care of my body, spending time with my family, and focusing on my education, traveling the world, making my life filled with adventure. When I stopped trying to please everyone, I realized who was in my life that actually cared about me. And this was really sad at times, because I lost a lot of friends when I stopped, trying to go out every night and be the life of the party, or when I realized that I wanted to focus a lot on my health and nutrition, or when I moved across the world because I wanted adventure. I lost touch with a lot of people, but I found that connection with myself. And I realized, wow, I love an early morning to be calm and be outside and go for a walk I loved nurturing the area surrounding me. So I loved having a clean space. I loved washing my bed and having a morning and evening routine to take care of my body and my skin. I just started paying attention a lot more to what was around me rather than what was making other people happy. And it's crazy how your mindset can change when you start to slow down. I just started noticing more things because I was caring more about myself, and in turn, that actually made me care on a deeper level about other people.
So I was supposed to get my blood work done this morning and I couldn't find my requisition, and I talked to the lady on the phone and was like, would I still be able to come and like I'll find my requisition or I'll call the doctor and get it to you after that, just take my blood for now. And she was like, yeah, for sure. And then the guy at the desk was so mean, and he was like, well, how do I know I'm testing for? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, can I just take the blood and like literally I will bring you the requisition like at 9, like my doctor can send it to you. And he was so rude. And so now obviously I got emotional. I don't know why. It's first thing in the morning, I was just tired and obviously I've been fasting and just like the worst way to start my day. But this whole video is about self-care, and I'm just like trying to put it behind me because I know like dwelling on that is not going to be good for myself and my sanity. So I'm going to call my doctor here at 9 and get them to send it over and remake my appointment. But in the meantime, I'm having this because I need some chocolate.
Everyone knows the quote that if you want to love others, you need to love yourself first. And it kind of goes to the same thing with, if you want to help people, you need to help yourself first as well. You need to make sure that your own bowl is filled before that you can start feeding others. And I'm still learning this every day, especially as a teacher. We're some of the first people in the world to just burn out completely. We're also some of the most likely to do acts of self-destruction like binge eating and drinking because we're so used to making sure everyone else is okay that we forget to nourish ourselves. But that can go for any profession. And so I think that that's why it's important to talk about. So this is your reminder to take care of yourself and put yourself first once in a while at ease.
Taste test.
So what I want to leave you with is just make sure you continuously try and keep your bowl filled and keep good people in your corner, because you don't need the most friends to get through anything. You just need good friends to get you through something. But you yourself can get through everything.
And you are shades of grey, living day to day, even when we're free.
I waited all I can. I want to eat it. It's only been like 5 minutes, but it looks so good. Can you see it? Super good. Super not 100% baked at all. But like, the recipe said like it would still be like liquid in the center. So I don't know if it's supposed to like harden up overnight or what, but it didn't also say like a rest time. So I'm just gonna eat it like this.
We can see so clear. Ooh, we can see so clear.
Just a couple dogs road tripping.
Just road tripping. Look, buddy, that's you. That's you. Oh, damn.
Just had a massage, which I didn't realize how much I needed. Like, I think I'm in more pain now than I was then. My neck is just really tight and bothering me. But also just picked up Prairie Donair. So a falafel one with a bunch of veggies and yeah, I don't know, whole wheat pita. So good. Ooh, crucial thing that I did, put pineapple in there because pineapple goes good with savory hot food. I'm not wrong.
Going
to be over 8. I know, but they're supposed to be like
Yeah,
I'd say 9 out of 10. Wave at the camera. You guys aren't waving, you're the worst wavers. Sam, I'm ready. You hot cheeks?
I truly hope you enjoyed the video and enjoy the rest of it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stick around, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.